Hello everybody and welcome back to Manifested Finesse on YouTube. My name is Manifesting Gaia. That is my Twitter, TikTok, podcast, and Instagram. All the links are down below. And my YouTube membership channel with more exclusive manifestation content is down below. And my Master Manifestation Workshop with programs, ebooks, boot camps, subconscious reprogramming audios to help you manifest your dream life. And a new Manifest Weight Loss with Your Mind program is also out now down below. And today we're going to be talking about hoping it happens does not equal manifestation. The reason why this is the topic is because I was coaching a client last week. Shout out to you. She basically said that if everybody's you pushed out and I wanted this to happen, specific person, why didn't it happen? And then I had to explain to her that wanting something or hoping something happens or having desires isn't manifestation. Like if that was the case, I wouldn't be teaching anything. We would all have what we wanted. Because if wanting or hoping something happens is what manifested, then you would just hope what you want happens and it'll manifest. First of all, that's not how everybody's you push out even works, which I have a video on. Specifically, I want to talk about this whole thing where it's hoping. And a lot of people manifest this way where y'all will say affirmations, y'all do visualizations, whatever technique, and then you'll hope. You'll be like, oh, I hope 3D changes. Oh, I affirmed, so I hope he texts me. And every time a client uses that word, I always call them out. Because when you're hoping something or for something, you're saying there's this outside source outside of me. I'm not in control. I'm not deciding. You're obviously not in wish fulfilled because you're not saying you have it. You're hoping it happens, meaning there's a probability it might not. It probably won't, but I hope it does. So I'm just going to say he loves me and then I hope he loves me. And that's not how it works for multiple reasons. Number one, hoping implies separation. That I'm not connected, that what I'm saying has no effect on my reality, that there's some outer force that's going to bring it to me, or that this person has free will and I'm waiting for them to see me as chosen, see me as valued, see me as enough and want to be with me. When like the key way is you change your self-concept to where you're valued, chosen, and loved. So in your mind, you cannot see them seeing you any other way. Period. Manifestation is decision. It's assumption. Assumption is accepting something as true without any outer evidence saying that. Oh, he's on his phone. He's probably talking to XYZ. That's literally based on nothing, but I accept it without proof or evidence. We're not saying I'm hoping he is or I'm hoping he's not. When you assume it, you're saying he is, period, because I said so. Hoping is uncertainty. Manifesting is assumption. So that's the difference. And this is exactly why you're not manifesting when you're hoping, because you're not creating. You're just letting whatever happens and reacting. You're being a lazy reactor. Conscious creating is saying, this is what I want. I'm going to reprogram the way I think, the way I believe, the way I feel, so that I'm the operative power of my reality, that I'm worthy of this thing, and that this is now my life with this thing, because I know that outside of me is a reflection. When you're hoping, you're not saying outside of me is a reflection. You're saying outside of me and my mind are separate. So no matter what I think, no matter what I visualize, no matter what I script, no matter if I do my self-concept, it still might not happen. And that doesn't make any sense, because at the end of the day, why are you doing this then if you're just going to hope? I see this a lot with specific people where you guys are giving your SP free will, and that's a whole nother conversation in another video with that free will topic. But to like go over it really quickly, everyone is us pushed out means people are just reflections of our assumptions. So if I assume I am not loved, I'm not good enough, and I come on this platform, the way people are going to reflect that to me is I'm going to start getting an abundance of comments, hate comments, that are going to start reflecting my belief that I'm not good enough to be on this platform. So people cannot have free will in your reality, because like Neville says, people are messengers telling us who we're being internally. If we want to change the way people are showing up, we have to learn to revalue ourselves. People are reflecting my beliefs of them. Same thing with specific person. So no free will with specific person, because there's infinite versions of them. Just like there's infinite versions of you. There's a version of you who's here hoping, here not being in control. There's a version of you who knows they're in control, with manifesting left and right in literally seconds. There's a version of you who has no idea what law of assumption even is, manifesting even is, and is just living the same life you've been living. In all those realities, your reality looks completely different because your thoughts create. If you're thinking completely different than you are now, then you're going to have a completely different reality than you do now. And that is the only reason why you don't have what you want, is because you are thinking this way. Period. It's not the hoping. It's not the things are moving on their own. It's not that he's stubborn. It's that that's your story. As far as free will, because there are infinite versions of you, there's infinite ways for you to view your reality. There's infinite versions of specific person. You're not hoping that they change. There's already a version of them that is already fully in full form, because creation is already finished, exactly who you want them to be. The version of you that is with the version that you want them to be thinks differently than the version of you thinks now. That is why your only job is to change the way that you think, because when you think different, you're able to assign different perceptions to yourself, to outside of you, and to that person. So then reality will push out that way. But I'm not saying, oh, you have to hope it happens. Oh, maybe this will happen. No, manifestation is a solid, period. Because when you're hoping, you're saying 3D is what's solid. Maybe it'll change, maybe it won't. You're saying, I don't have it and I'm not sure I ever will. That is a self-concept. If you're hoping, you aren't, like I said, you're not even in the operant power self-concept. You're not in the I am in control, I'm creating, I decide what I want self-concept. So you have to change that. And the hope is based off 3D. Because this is what it is now, I hope it changes. No, you are deciding what you want to experience. You're changing your concept of self, the way you see yourself, to be the operant power of your reality. To be, I'm the one in control. To be, this has no other way to go but the way that I want it to, period. And from there, when you start affirming or doing your techniques and start reprogramming for your specific desire, whether it's SP, and you say, okay, SP cannot stop thinking about me. Money is constantly coming to me in expected and unexpected ways. I'm losing so much weight literally just by existing. You're not saying that and then waiting for 3D to be like, okay, well, if 3D shows it, then I accept it. And if it doesn't, then I don't accept it. That is not conscious creating. It's saying, this is what I desire. This is what I'm affirming. 3D is not a measure of success. I'm not even looking to 3D. I don't really care. 3D the earth could blow up. I'm still loved. I'm still chosen. This person is still obsessed with me. I'm still rich. I'm still wealthy. My body is still conforming in the way that I want it to. That is creating. But you affirming for SP and then saying, well, he's not coming to me. Well, you haven't changed. Duh, because you're saying he's not coming to you. Nothing has changed. You guys think if you affirm 1 time, 2 times, and then go back to the old story, well, I affirmed, so I don't know why. That's not how it works. Affirmations are not magic. Techniques are not magic. They are tools to help you out of your lack, out of your limits. What counts is the state that you're in, is what you're noticing, is the perceptions you're attaching to what's around you. Where there's manifesting, there's no hope. It's not a plan B. It's not that, well, if this doesn't happen, let me imagine a life where I never get it and see if I'm okay with accepting that I'll never have it. Then you would never have it in the first place, because you wouldn't even be thinking like that if you saw yourself as the operant power. So see yourself as the operant power, start affirming your power, start affirming you're the main character, start affirming that it's literally just my thoughts. Even if it's out here, it's my thoughts. What am I thinking about it? What am I putting my awareness on? What do you primarily focus on throughout your day? If it's this, then this will continue to be the primary setting. If it's this and in here is determination and deciding, then in here will be the primary setting. When you hope, you're saying, oh, I hope that if I sit here long enough that my shirt will change colors. As if I'm not in control of what I'm wearing. You can't sit in front of the mirror and say, I hope you change one day. It'll never change. And I told this, I don't know if it was this client that I told, but I was like, everything you guys say to yourself and think, imagine 24/7, there's a phone next to you. And on the other line is your reality. And everything that you say, your reality is listening and saying, got it, I'm going to make sure that happens. I hope it happens. Oh, he's still not changing, but I affirmed. Imagine the other line, reality is like, got it. He's not changing. It's not happening. You're going to affirm and nothing's going to happen. You're the one who decides that you affirm and nothing happened. Literally, you decide. And then another big part of this is just time. There is no outside moment outside of this time. So what are you assuming right now? That's going to tell you exactly what you're going to have. You don't affirm and then say, well, maybe one day. No, right now. Why am I not deciding? Why am I not assuming? Why am I scared to give it to myself? And then if it's limiting beliefs, then backtrack from the desire and then focus on those limiting beliefs and then get rid of them. But sitting here hoping is not manifesting, and it's not the answer. Always affirm who you are, whatever you do, with the desire, not without. I've done this before and I have to stop doing it if I ever catch myself doing it. Stop visualizing realities and entertaining realities where it's like, okay, if I don't get this, what would it be like? That's not even a thing. It's always, if I had this thing, what would life be like? Who would I be? What would I be saying to myself on the daily? Don't make it a plan B. Don't have a plan B. Don't make it a backup. Like, it is this, period. If reality is my thoughts, then you need to gear all your thoughts to that specific reality that you want. No other option, because you said so. It's a whole separate conversation if y'all are doing techniques to make it change, because that's a whole nother issue that's also leading to your hope, which is what I just keep saying, is that you're being lazy. You're not conscious creating. You affirm and then you are like, well, is 3D going to show me or not? No. Stop looking to 3D. Stop looking to 3D. First of all, your desires will hit you in the face, okay? Second of all, you're not supposed to sit here, affirm for SP and then wait. Live your life. You'll see SP at the grocery store. You'll be on the treadmill. SP will call your phone. Like, that's how it works. It's not sitting here and saying, well, okay, let me sit here for 100,000 hours and see. Let me sit here for 525,600 minutes and wait. No, y'all. No. That's the whole point of this work, is I'm cutting off not assuming. Like, I'm cutting off letting 3D tell me who I am. The idea is you have to trust yourself blindly. If it feels uncomfortable, that's the point of the work. That's the point of the self-concept. That's the point of the NSR. That's the point of the techniques. Okay, it feels uncomfortable. What feels worse? Always waiting or deciding, knowing that it's going to get you what you want. That's the point of the work, y'all. Is I'm breaking waiting. I'm breaking needing someone else to tell me I can have it before I decide that I'm good enough to have it, before I decide that it's possible. Like, it has to be possible to y'all. It can't be like, it probably won't, but I hope it does. And then y'all expect this grand reality. Like, y'all want reality to do what you're not even doing. You don't even think reality can be what you want it to be, but you want it to be just because. No, you're in control, whether you want to accept it or not. But the sooner you accept it, the sooner you can shift. So you're not hoping. You're not waiting for 3D. You're not being a lazy reactor. You're being a conscious creator. You're taking all that 3D and placing that attention back on yourself. And you're saying, I'm in full control. Reality has to conform. It's just my thoughts that create. It doesn't matter what he said, she said, he didn't do, she didn't do, they didn't do, blah, blah, blah. It only matters what I say, what I perceive of the situation, what I perceive of my reality, the meanings I keep attaching. Stop being so attached to whatever they said. If you need help, regulate your nervous system. Get the nervous system regulation program. Remove your emotional attachment to what's outside of you. Stop hoping. Stop waiting. Like, stop waiting. Do you have it now? Yes or no? If you want it now, say yes. And then affirm from that place. Period. That's what you do. You don't sit here and wake up every day and you're like, oh, he still doesn't call me. And then you go to bed. Oh, reality still doesn't change. This is so hard. I want to give up. Do I have it now? Yes or no? That's how it needs to be. Like, stop all that whining. Decide. Like I said, y'all be trying to jump into these desires. Don't even think you're the operative power of your reality. I don't know what sense that makes. Don't think you're in control. Yet you want to be affirming for this SP. You want to be affirming for this money. No, let's go back to self-concept. You are in full control of your reality. There is no higher power than you. There is nothing. This person doesn't have free will. It doesn't matter what the past was. It doesn't matter what they said, she said, they didn't say, they didn't do. What do I want to experience? I'm worthy of experiencing it. I feel safe experiencing it. It is safe for me to experience it. I'm done with the 3D mess. I know 3D is just a reflection of the past. It's dead and gone. This is what I want. Boom, boom, boom. And that's it. That's literally it. Stop with the waiting. Stop with the still not happening. Every day you reaffirm lack. Stop reaffirming lack. Stop looking around and reaffirming what you don't want. You're not hoping that what you don't want isn't happening. You affirm it. So you have to be affirmative. So stop being scared to accept what you want. That's it. And that is all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, you can have anything you want in this universe. Nothing's too big, small, wide, or expensive. I believe in you. You should believe in you. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.